Hey guys, Toasty here, and in today's video I want to show you how you effectively stop the enemy's B-rush here on Inferno. And for that we will jump into one of my supreme matchmaking games. But before we do that, I will just show you some default ways to fight for banana control that you should use every round no matter what. There are lots of other combinations that work, but here are just my 3 favorite combinations. With one of these I will start around 99% of the time. You can double Molotov banana immediately, you can throw a Molotov close and nade behind it, or you can simply double nade. But I would highly recommend to at least throw one Molotov close banana. Okay, but of course those default ways will not stop the rush on their own. But those grenades can indicate with pretty good success if the enemies are going for an all-in rush or not. Because if you have a Molotov for close banana, your opponents need to put a smoke on that, otherwise the rush will fail immediately. And the sound of the enemy distinguishing your Molotov will tell you, okay, they are rushing B. Good, and with that knowledge we check out one of my recent games. In this round my mate and I go for the immediate double Molotov variation. We can see that the T's throw some nades, which already tells us that they might rush B. That's why we are looking to fall back to B side. As soon as I hear the sound of them putting out our Molotov, I look to throw in a nade to deal some extra damage and fall back to side after. Unfortunately, the nade misses cause I suck. After that, I'm looking to further delay the push by flashing once. All we need to do is bait out time so that my team can rotate and destroy them easily. I managed to kill 2 T's before overextending and dying, but it was enough to win the round. The double Molotov separates the rushing T's. Oftentimes, they will only have one smoke, which leaves the second Molotov unanswered. Here part 2 begins, realizing that it's a rush and using further utility to delay while falling back. 3 rounds later they again try to rush us down. Here we use the molly nade combo. This time I don't have used my Molotov for banana, so as soon as I realize okay, it's a rush again, I throw down my Molotov to start delaying again. I used the same pop flash I used before to get an easy kill and in the end smoked the T's off completely to seal the deal. Sadly I get headshotted through the smoke, but my team again managed to win the round because of an excellent B hold. Okay, we can sum this up in just 3 steps. Step 1 is use a default nade setup for banana, for example the double Molotov setup. And keep in mind that you should rotate those setups. Step 2 is to realize that it's a rush by reacting to sound cues or by the mass of utility your opponents are using. Step 3 is fall back to use further utility to delay as long as possible. And that's already all I have to say about this topic.